Take off your shoes, the ground you are standing on is holy. Take off your shoes, don't you know this land is holy? I'll give you just a minute to take off your shoes there and find a good place to put them. I'm Bryan Moyer Suderman, and I'm grateful for this chance to share a little bit with you today on this theme of holy ground, fertile soil for seeds of promise. And I've been asked to share a bit about what I see and what I'm passionate about, and it will surprise not many of you, maybe, who know me, that I've chosen to share these thoughts with some spoken words interspersed with a song that for me helps to say it, and a song that helps us get into some scriptural texts that I think are really, really important for us. They are for me, and I think for us now. So those words, take off your shoes, the ground you're standing on is holy. They're spoken to Moses out of this mysteriously burning bush. And somehow it's the voice of God. And it's the voice of God who says, I have seen the realities, I have heard, I know, and I respond. I will respond, I am responding, and I'm sending you. You are sent to implement, to be part of what I am intending to do. So I think those words are still for us. That missional vision is still in force. God sees, hears, responds, and sends. Responds by sending, even us. So I think that's still true. So I'd invite us to sing that. So when those take off your shoes words come around again, you can of course join in. A mountainside, a burning bush, a cattle herder, fears inside, a private man, no public speaker. Take off your shoes, the ground you are standing on is holy. Take off your shoes, don't you know this land is holy? I have seen the suffering of my people. I have heard the sound of all their cries. I have come to free them from bondage. I'm sending you. You are mine. Take off your shoes. We're a sent people. The next time these words come around, take off your shoes, you're standing on holy ground, it's spoken to Joshua. And this is a part of the Bible that Mennonites tend not to pay a lot of attention to, or tend to avoid as much as we can. How do we make sense of Joshua? How do we make sense of the military conquest of this land? Or how do we make sense of the awful, violent things done in the name of God? Done by God's people in the name of God. I think when these words come around, it's a story that still has the capacity, I think, to fundamentally reorient how we need to think about these things. Because Joshua, at the very beginning of this book, he lifts his eyes and he sees someone there, someone with a sword extended. And Joshua asks some questions. He says, who are you? Are you with us or with our enemies? And the answer is amazing. The answer is no. No. Are you with us or with them? Are you with us or with our enemies? No. Take off your shoes. You're standing on holy ground. I think that destabilizes and should destabilize our assumptions about many things. And if nothing else, should make us think very carefully about what are the right questions. Because here, clearly, the question is the wrong question. Are you with us or with them? No. Take off your shoes. So, a man of war raised his eyes and saw another. Who are you? Are you with us or with the others? The answer, no. Take off your shoes. The ground you are standing on is holy. So we are a sent people, and we're called to be a community of reconciled enemies. That's who we are. That's who Jesus calls us to be and forms us as a community of reconciled enemies. So I can't help, though, when I hear these words, you're standing on holy ground. I don't think we can hear those words in the 21st century without also the ecological realities around us as a primary something that is just ringing in our ears. What does it mean if this is holy ground, given the ecological realities we face and the choices we have? How do we take that seriously? So this last verse is a way for us to enter into, and we may feel powerless, we may feel like our efforts are small and puny and can't make a difference. But I think all of this is still in force. We are a called, sent people. We are called to be a community of reconciled and reconciling enemies, and we're called to care for creation. I read the news. I'm not a mover, not a shaker. What can I do when it seems the odds aren't in our favor? Take off your shoes. The ground you are standing on is holy.